Isn't it amazing how you talk all this shit and we still lack communication?
Girl Angel back with another video today. So today, yes, it's me and Heaven in here today. Amari's with his dad and Jelani's at work, so it's just me and Heaven. And y'all know she loves to talk in my videos. She gonna be in the next one though. The next one's gonna be all for her. So anyways, right now I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. I haven't done one of those since my very first video on this channel, which doesn't seem that long ago, but it's actually been a while. But I don't remember exactly how long. So the reason I look like a ghost is because I'm about to apply my makeup with you guys, and I got some new products from since last time when I did this video. And you may notice that I'm breaking out in a couple of spots, and honestly, I feel like I have nobody to blame but you, MAC Foundation. Like, I was cool before I started wearing you again, but you're lucky that you provide me with the full coverage that I desire and the perfect color. But if you know another company, or not company, but if you know another makeup brand that gives you full coverage with a finished matte look and they have the right color for me, then let me know who they is. That won't break me out, because this ain't gonna work. And I just wash my face. So I always wash my face before doing my makeup, and then I wash it. And then I wash it before I go to sleep at night. You know, just to be sure everything's off. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I have the NYX Matte Finish Fini Matte. It's a long lasting, it's a setting spray. I'm not like a big makeup person. I don't watch makeup videos all day long anymore. I more so watch how to make money and how to become your best self, personal development type videos. So I'm not too big on makeup, but I'm trying to get more into it as I get older. So I have this matte finish NYX spray. I got it at NYX. It was only like $3.50. I don't know if I'm supposed to spray this before I put on my foundation or after. Let me know in the comments. I'm doing it both. Okay. Okay. And now I have the same primer as last time, which is the Rimmel Fix Perfect. So just last week, Black Friday, Thanksgiving, I work at a call center for cosmetics. A bunch of different cosmetic companies, and oh my gosh, it's been crazy. Jelani also works there, but he's about to leave. He also works there, and we have been doing so much overtime. It's been crazy. I have not been able to focus on what's most important, and that's me and my kids and growing businesses so that I don't have to work there anymore. I was working from home before, but I needed some more money for the holiday season. So I applied there. It's actually temporary, so I'm putting in like so much work into this job while I'm there, just so that I can invest back in myself, into my life, into my business, so that once it's over, I'm gonna be good and stable to begin again on my own, where I don't need a job again, which is the ultimate goal. I miss it so much. Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's been crazy, but I have been buying stuff for my business every time I get paid. At least one thing, if not a couple. I actually bought myself this tripod, because the one holding my phone now is like a tiny one. So that one's a little taller, so that's great. I definitely needed that. Next, I'm getting a ring light. I ordered business cards for my sweets business, and I also ordered stickers. What else have I gotten? I bought myself a bug. Let me show you the bug. Hold on. Let me just finish applying this. What is it called? It's You Are a Badass at Making Money. So if you're into reading personal development or learning how to start your own business and the entrepreneur life, that is a book that I've seen a lot of successful people say that they read and recommended reading it. And it's a best-selling book, and it's definitely a light read. Like, the author, she's so funny. Like, she actually cusses in parts of the book, but she's also still enlightening you and just opening your eyes to like much that you may not have realized before, and just helping you get out of your slump of believing that you cannot make money without a 9-to-5 job. So she helps you get your mindset right on that. People may be like, how is a book an investment? Like, I have not bought a book in maybe ever. I've only like rented from the library, but they did not have that book there, and I was tired of waiting for them, so I went and got it. And it's an investment into myself because it's teaching me things that I wasn't aware of or didn't know before, and bringing some insight into my life that I will be able to apply and help me in making more money for myself in my business. Yeah. So that's how it's an investment. Again, not a makeup person, so don't judge me how I'm applying my makeup, please. And I need more makeup brushes, like 2. Alright, so in case I didn't mention, this was the Studio Fix Fluid SPF Foundation by MAC, and it is in the color NC35. I like my foundation to be a little bit darker than my skin because I feel like my face is so much whiter than the rest of me. It does not match. So that's why I love full coverage foundation, because I need all of that white, all the white areas to match the rest of my skin, okay? So what am I gonna do next? We're gonna do the eyebrows. Why not? So anyways, like I was saying, oh, where's the book? What the book looks like. I actually really love this color, green, you know, the color of money. I like the font, and it's a really good book. I would definitely recommend it if you are an aspiring entrepreneur, or if you would like to be, or you like to, you know, just make your own business, make a side hustle, or if you just haven't had the best luck with money, you know, growing up. Like, growing up, my family, we, for a short period of time, a very, very short period of time during my life, we had some money, just enough to pay the bills and get us a couple things here and there. But it was, like, mainly my mom working, like, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I probably did. I don't know. But it was mainly my mom working 50 hours a week by herself, trying to take care of me and my 4 other siblings. So hashtag the struggle was real. And the job she was working at, it was not like a corporate job or anything. It was a beach clothes store. So they could only pay her so much, even though she was there for so long. But she ended up, when I was about, how old was I? Maybe 13. She ended up getting attacked by her cat. He like tore up her leg. This is like so weird. He like tore up her leg and scratched the heck out of it, and she ended up getting an infection. By the way, this is Rimmel, whatever, eyebrow pencil. So I'm just outlining my eyebrow, and then I like to shade it in a little bit, just a little. I gotta go get Heaven's food. Be right back. Where was I at? This is just a brow gel. Some girl at work a long time ago gave this to me, so I just put it over my brows, and I noticed that the my brow pomade, it stays in a lot longer and fills in a little better. I don't even know what the brand is. I've had it so long it's faded off. Anyways, so as I was saying, yeah, the cat, it infected her leg, and then she wasn't able to, like, hardly walk or work, so she didn't work for, like, I don't know, 6 months, and the job, like, they were still gonna let her come back. Hold on. They were still gonna let her come back because they liked her and she's been there so long, but she just couldn't do it. She almost had to have it amputated off her leg. Like, it was a really crazy time. And then she was with my younger brother and sister's father, but then they broke up, and then he moved away, and then she couldn't afford to pay the mortgage by herself. And then it was just me, her, and my, like, if I was 13 and my sister was like 10 and my brother was like 10, 9, 8, 7. He was about 7. We're all like 3 years apart. So yeah, it was her and her 3 young kids, and she wasn't able to work anymore, so we had to move out of our house. And I haven't lived in a house since then. After that, we lived in an apartment in not great of an area, but it could have been worse. Where our rent was paid by child support for the next forever. Well, she was getting unemployment as well for a good amount of time, but they don't do that forever. And she tried to get disability, but that didn't work after waiting 3 years. And this is so personal, but it's our story, so I feel like it explains a lot. I didn't even plan on talking about this. When I do Get Ready With Me, it's like I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. I just start talking. So anyways, yeah. Then she tried to actually work again. For a while, she worked at Legoland. That's an amusement park, but they had to do so much walking there, she couldn't handle it. She also has a bunch of other health problems, so there's that as well. And she has to, like, have an inhaler every so often and go sit down and use a breathing machine. And she just decided that she couldn't do it. And then she worked at a retail store for quite a while, but then she couldn't do that anymore. Her breathing got more difficult as time went on. And yeah, just wiping off the eyebrow pomade. I should use my makeup brush. Not my makeup brush, my makeup remover wipes. So yeah, and I think there's people, I've seen people who are probably in worse condition than my mom and have worked, you know, people in wheelchairs and people with breathing tanks and things like that. But I think that she did what she could, and we really all only know our limits. Maybe she didn't push herself enough. I don't know. I'm not her, so I don't know how she felt every day. So, but definitely for a long time, there was a period of time where I was upset because I felt like she just gave up, you know. But again, now that I'm older, I realize I have no idea how she felt every day. So I feel like I cannot determine that for somebody else. Only you can decide what's enough or too much for you and what you can and cannot do. But at the same time, I feel like if you set your mind to anything, you can do whatever you want. So it's a little contradicting on my end, but I don't know. I don't want to judge anybody else, especially not my mother. But yeah, right now. So basically, the moral of that story is I grew up with a mindset of feeling like it was not possible for me to ever have anything nice or be anything because money was always an issue growing up, and it was something that went and came sometimes. As soon as I turned 16 though, I got a job, but I know nothing about saving money, but I did save up eventually and got my own car, but that ended up being a doo-doo car. And oh yeah, then I got pregnant and I couldn't make the payments anymore. Anyways, excuse me. So I basically grew up with a negative view towards money my entire life, and that has affected me in the long run so much. I feel like if you grew up in the opposite household, then money was something that you probably looked at as easy to obtain, and it was never a problem or an issue for you. And I feel like the book kind of talks about that a little bit, like just providing you insight on the way you grew up and how money was in your household or how it was looked at. Like in the book, a part of it talks about how if you grew up with your parents are always arguing over money, and then as a child it may cause you to think, oh, money's bad, I don't want anything to do with it. So after that, you have like a negative vibe or look on money for the rest of your life until you realize that and you decide to change it. And that's really, really, really what happened to me this year. Like, I don't know if this is gonna sound weird or make sense, but I feel like this year was kind of like a year of awakening for me. Like, there's a verse in the Bible where I can't quote it exactly, but it talks about how like a blindfold was lifted off of your eyes, and like now you're awake and you're able to realize and see things that you weren't able to see before. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, comment below. I have two mirrors here, so that's why I'm looking like everywhere but the camera. So yeah, like this year, the blindfold was lifted off of my eyes and I began to realize so much about myself, like toxic behaviors that I had and things I was doing that was actually not okay. And I had to start facing some stuff that was really not easy. You know, spent a lot of time just crying and reflecting over it, but ultimately, doing so has left me healed from those situations. And just a little fun fact, this is literally the only thing I drink. The only thing. I have smoothies sometimes in the morning for breakfast or after a workout, and sometimes I'll have a glass of milk every once in a blue moon, and sometimes I'll have some chai tea, but that's literally it. For the rest of the time, I only drink water. That's it. Anyways, and excuse me if I'm not like too excited with talking. I've been talking on the phone in my job for like 12 hours a day, okay? I'd be out of breath, okay? Anyways, as I was saying, what was I saying? My eyebrow look good, okay? See, this is why you have to wash your face before you apply your makeup. You're gonna thank yourself later. Alright, I have to hurry up because I have to go see Jelani on his lunch. What do I do with it? I'm so blind. I was looking for this and it was right in front of me. So this is, oh, by the way, my concealer that I applied was a Wet n Wild concealer. And as you can see, I just did it below and above my eyebrows, and then I blended it in as carefully as I could. Also, if you know a concealer that is more for full coverage concealer, let me know. Not too expensive will be nice. Balling on a budget. I'm just playing. But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Anyways, what was I talking about? I have short-term memory loss, I believe. I'm just gonna add a little more. Excuse me. Okay, so anyways, and this is a Milani eyeshadow primer. Without this, my eyeshadow goes away, it wipes right away, as well as my eyeliner. So yeah. So as I was saying, I don't even remember. Okay, so I think I was talking about how this year just been really trying to work on myself, and I really focused on that in the beginning of the year. I started going to the gym. After that, I got into personal development and educating myself and realizing some things that I was doing wrong, and as well as I started my self-love journey. So I did all that in the beginning of the year. And now that I feel like I've healed so much, I still have a lot to work on, but I've healed so much, and now I'm just ready to change the way I look at money and just manifest it into my life and build a positive connection with money. I've always said, like, oh, money is the root of all evil, and I would always trade time with my family instead of having a lot of money. But in order for me to be with my family, we have to have money. Like, there's no other way unless we just suddenly win the lottery, but that involves having money. I don't feel like living in the woods and being, I don't know, I don't want to do that. I want to have nice things. I want my kids to be able to have nice things and do all this amazing stuff. So we have to have money to do those things. So I'm just really changing the way that I view money and look at money and speak more positively about money and me having money. Just like I did with my self-love journey. I had to speak positively about myself, and then I started to look at myself differently. Even if I didn't believe it, eventually it happened over time. And now I'm doing the same thing with money and my relationship with money. So yeah, if you want to do the same thing, then I suggest go getting that book or getting another book regarding making money. But if you need to fix your relationship with money like I do, definitely read that book. I'm only like 3 chapters in, but it's so good. Okay. So yeah. Also, another thing you can do is, like how I just suggested, stop saying, I'm broke, I can't afford that. You have to lie. Lie to the universe, because when you say you're broke and you can't afford it, you will always be broke and never be able to afford it. And that's just basically how that works. If you want it, speak it into existence. Now, if you want to be broke forever, keep talking about it, okay? But I don't, honey, so I ain't gonna keep doing that. Now, it's really hard because sometimes my boyfriend's like, my fiance, sorry, he's like, oh, get this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm broke, nigga, I cannot get that. And it just comes out. But I have to just make a conscious effort, even if it's not true and I'm joking, to correct myself and be like, I got plenty money, I just don't want to buy that, okay? I'm putting my money elsewhere. But since I've been doing that, and since I've been working, like, money has been flowing to me, okay? Like, this thing, it be working, okay? It's not just a whole bunch of crap. Like, it's real. And now, since I'm being smart and investing in myself, like, it's only up from here. I cannot wait for 2019 because, I got so much awesome stuff planned for myself and my family. Like, sometimes I be thinking, like, oh, I'm not, like, good enough to do these things, or who's gonna take me seriously or whatever, but I gotta start somewhere, and I gotta fake it till I make it, okay? And just like Martin Luther King, I got a dream, okay? and my dream is going to become my reality. I know y'all think I'm so corny. Oh, but lately, something that has been like so passionate like to me is just encouraging. This is so to a different topic, but just encouraging other young women who have went through like anything that I've went through. I just want to encourage them and let them know you're not alone and it will get better, and you really, really, really have the choice to decide how you want to live your life and how you want your life to be. It's not like set in stone. You get to choose every single day you wake up what you're gonna do with yourself. Right? What do you want to be in 10 years? Ask yourself that. Now ask yourself, is what you're doing today helping you to become that person that you want to be in the next 10 years? If the answer is no, then you need to change that. Change what you're doing immediately, okay? Immediately. And that's just the best thing you can do to help yourself. And for me, see, I let my concealer sit until after I did my eyeshadow so I can clean it up, because the eyeshadow sometimes falls underneath my eye and it don't look too cute. So yeah, you have to work towards the person you want to be every single day. And I know there's going to be days when that vision is hard for you to see, but you have to set yourself up for success, and you do that by constantly having like reminders for yourself, a vision board, something on your lock screen to remind you the bigger picture. Alright, so I had to run somewhere, but I'm back to finish this look. I thought I had my eyelashes, but I don't know where I put them. So I'm just gonna put some mascara on and some eyeliner and some highlighter. I think that's it. Then we're done. Heaven's back. It's a really simple look. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna be taking some pictures and recording a couple more videos. I have no idea where I left off. I've been doing my eyeliner since I was like 14 maybe, and oh my gosh, it used to be such a struggle. But now, easy peasy. Sometimes I still have issues, but overall, it's not bad. I don't really do anything crazy. I usually always do the same thing, which is the cat eye. She's my favorite. Without it, I feel weird. I think I remember what I was talking about before I left. So, something that I have been so inspired to do lately is just encourage young women, like I said, with anything that I've went through, you know, bad relationships, learning to love yourself, starting your own business, becoming self-aware and conscious, all that good stuff. All the things I was never taught, but I feel like they should teach you when you enter this thing we call life. Heaven, what are you doing? So yeah, and I've just been like so inspired, and that's like a goal that I have is, you know, to one day be able to teach young girls about entrepreneurship, about self-love, self-awareness, all that stuff I just mentioned, and, you know, hopefully be able to inspire and impact some lives that wouldn't have otherwise been impacted if it wasn't for what I was doing, you know. So yeah, that's the goal in mind that I'm working towards now as well. Cause like, what's the point of being here if we're not going to help others and give back? And if you've been through anything whatsoever, and you know other people could benefit from learning about your story, or maybe you don't even realize it, but whatever you've been through, I know you're not alone. There's other people that have been through it or a situation similar to it, and they would be inspired by your story, and any insight that you could share to them could possibly change their perspective and their outlook on life and themselves, or whatever the case may be. You know what they say, each one teach one. So I think that's something that we should all do for each other, you know? Yes, Evan. Huh? I don't like mascara, but I've been liking how this looks lately. I used to never wear mascara. I don't even know what this is. A superhero? I don't even know. Heaven! Alright, so I'm just gonna put on like a simple lip because, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. And this is Bobbi Brown. So a sample. Sand Wash Pink. I like this color. It's simple. Alright. And I'm just gonna apply my Fenty Beauty highlighter. If you guys know another good highlighter, I love it, but I want like a silver one. So if you know a good one, then again, let me know in the comments below. Oh yeah, I have a contour I can put on. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Well, maybe I should. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Heaven. This girl. Guys, so my hair is looking so much better. Oh my gosh. I just used this new product brand called As I Am. And it made my hair so much more defined than usual. Usually my hair is so dry and like my curls are so loose and frizzy. But I'm going to be doing a video on how I did my hair so much differently than usual and what products I use exactly and how. But first I'm going to be showing you guys how I do Heaven's hair, and I'm going to be using those products, so stay tuned for that. I just want to do an update, let you guys know that I have so much amazing things coming. Just be patient, it's coming, I promise. I'm going to be getting back on here more consistently. The season is starting to slow down now, you know, as Christmas gets closer. And stuff like that, so I'll be videos more and things like that. So if you're not already, follow me on Instagram at a momtrepreneur's guide. I post business tips, I post personal development, I post about my hair journey, and basically everything I'm going through. So make sure that you're following me on there because I post on there daily. So yeah, I do like, comment, subscribe, let me know some makeup suggestions, please, okay? And yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, just let me know to follow you back. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.